Welcome Aries to your October 2021 reading. Thank you for tuning into my channel. If this is the first time you've tuned in, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click that subscribe button and ask your question in the comments below. I have to start out by saying happy Halloween for all of you who follow Halloween around the world. Hopefully it's going to be a great one for you. Now, remember, this is a general reading, Aries, so take what resonates here for you and let the rest go. Now, you start out the month with the energy of the Page of Cups. And this is quite a lovely energy. All pages are messages or messengers. And because this is cups, you could potentially be getting some wonderful love letters. They will be messages related to your emotions. A very emotion-filled letter here. And this card also talks about relationships that are on the move. So if you are in an existing relationship, this will be moving to the next level. So for instance, if you have been dating, you might decide to make it official and be a couple. If you are already a couple, you might decide to move in together, to get engaged, to get married. So it's essentially just moving the relationship on to the next level. And these kind of messages and moments that the Page of Cups does talk about. Now, this is quite interesting as well, because this can talk about new psychic experiences coming through for you, or an increase in your natural gifts. If you already are quite psychic, quite spiritual, there could be some development there as well. And that can be the kind of messages that are coming through for you. But it's interesting, and I will go into this a little bit more. The Page of Cups is right above the Eight of Wands. Now, this Eight of Wands has been coming through for a lot of star signs, and it can have one meaning, but what this card also is sometimes called is the Arrows of Love. So I feel like there could be a new relationship here coming through, or certainly some love messages going backwards and forwards here for some of you. It's quite nice. But this, I don't often read pages as people, because they are the messengers of the tarot. But what they actually often represent are seasons or geographical areas. So the Page of Cups actually represents the season of summer, and it also represents the area around the Pacific Islands. Australia also borders the Pacific, so this could be, you might be meeting someone in Australia or from Australia. This can also mean these events will be happening in summer, folks. So wherever you are in the globe, that will be different. But this does lead on to the Ace of Swords. Now, again, this has been coming out for a few signs as well. Now, the Ace of Swords is that card of the intellect. It is that card of new ideas. All aces are the beginning. And it's interesting, you've got the Magician card here as well, which is number one. And aces are obviously number one. So to have two ones in a reading, there is this new start for you on many levels. So this is new ideas, new plans, new ways of thinking, new ways of seeing things. Now, this is also a card of clarity. So if anything has been confusing you, there will be clear messages coming through for you now. And also, this is a card that is, this is a great card of cutting out the BS. You know, it is the sword of truth. And this can really, if you've been getting mixed messages from someone, or something that you don't feel completely, messages that you don't feel completely happy with, you are going to be able to cut away all the BS and really see things clearly. Yeah, and just to have a better understanding of a situation that may have been troubling you or worrying you. Now, this is also a message for some that if you have been feeling like there's been minor setbacks in your way, this is really saying that don't give up, because things are going to turn out well in time when you get that Ace of Swords. And again, this could be related to that seasonal thing. The message in that page could be around summertime that you're going to be seeing things turn around for you. Now, you've got a wonderful card here for abundance. You've got the 10 of Pentacles. And this is financial security and joyful contentment in your life. It's such an earthy card. And this is a card about, you know, strong family connections. Now, you might have been concerned about your family, certainly financially, and financial security. You might be worried about material comforts, your home, but the 10 are just saying that everything is just right, and everything is going to be feeling right for you as well. And you've got a situation here where you can really feel proud of yourself, Aries. You have earned the right to be proud of yourself. You have created this abundance. You have created this strong family structure, this ability to have financial security, not only for yourself, but for future generations as well. It's almost like this is a card of family lineage. You know, this isn't just wealth that you've created for now. This is ongoing. You've done a great job, Aries. Now, this can actually also reflect, because it's such a family-orientated card, this can reflect communities where you feel very connected to. You know, you are involved in a community that you've created for yourself as well, where you feel really connected. But this can also talk about inheritance. And because it's number 10, this is a card of successful completion. All 10s are the completion of their suit. So I feel like you have really worked hard and you are at this great stage in your life where, you know, you've kind of reached this pinnacle. The things that you have been aiming for and trying to achieve, you've pretty much done that. Yeah, it's just a beautiful family card. Now, you've got the Hangman there as well. And it's interesting, the Hangman has dual meanings. Now, this can be a card that talks about feeling like things just haven't been moving forward for you. You've been in this state of suspended animation, really. You're kind of just hanging there, just like the Hangman. There could be temporary pauses for some of you, but this is really just a situation which is coming in that's allowing you to reflect on where you want to go next. And it's only a temporary situation, so don't get too hung up, pardon the pun, by this card. Now, an alternate meaning to this card is, this is like you are going through an awakening here, and you are looking at things from a different perspective. And by doing that, you are sort of changing some of your strategies for success. And it's really also a card that allows you to maybe sort of accept your quirkiness and accept yourself for who you are, and be feeling more comfortable about who you are and your own individuality as well. So, you know, rather than trying to fit in with people around you, just accept yourself for who you are, because you're perfect just the way you are. Yeah, so even if you don't fit that perfect mold of who you should be at your age, at your gender, if you are just sitting outside of the box, embrace it. It's great. It's just saying, look at things from a different perspective for some of you here as well. Now, here we come to that Eight of Wands. Now, this is the card of busy, busy, busy. Now, so many signs, as I said, have either had the Eight of Wands or they've had the Knight of Swords, which is like whirlwind, fast moving, rushing kind of energy. So I feel like for a lot, this is like collective messages that are coming through for October. But that Eight of Wands is really lots of phone calls, lots of messages, lots of emails, often to do with work, because it is wands, or certainly something that you are passionate and you find really creative. And it's interesting that this leads on from the Hangman, because the Hangman is talking about being quiet and being still and things not moving, and then bang, in comes the Eight of Wands, where things are going to be feeling quite like you're a bit rushed, but I feel like you're going to be happy about the activity and happy about having so much going on in your life. I really feel like this is quite welcome. But and so it's quite positive. But as I said, this is that card of the Arrows of Love, and being right beneath that Page of Cups. Feel like for some of you, you could absolutely be having some new love or some love messages coming into your life. Now, this could be with a water sign. So that is Scorpio, a Pisces, or I'm so sorry, what is the Scorpio, Pisces, or I've just had a mental blank. I will think of it in a minute. But it's a water sign. Now, the next one is, Cancer. Sorry, I knew it would come to me. So you could have some very emotional messages from one of these signs. Now, the Ten of Wands. This is a card where we might be feeling a little bit exhausted, and it's not a surprise after that energy of the Eight of Wands, because you've got so much going on. It's not leaving you much time for play and for enjoyment in your life. You know, you've got this abundance here, you've earned it, and you need to maybe try and, I know it's hard, but really be careful and try and reduce some of your workload if you are taking on a lot in October, because it can actually indicate health problems that are created by overwork. So you don't want to be getting so stressed out and overburdened by your work. You have been working so hard to create that security for your family, but just really take some time off or delegate to other people whenever you can. I mean, Aries, you are the leader. You might be the boss in in your job or in your business. You might be running your own business. So I can understand why you have got a lot of these stresses and you are feeling overworked, but really try to palm off, not even, that's a very negative way to say things, but really like delegate. As I said, that would be a better way to say it. Just get some assistance from other people. You know, this can also talk about if you're a single parent and you've been dealing with you know, the whole thing that single parents do, the housework, the kids, your job, you know, your family, everything is kind of on your shoulders. And so, yeah, you're not, this can be talking about you not feeling that that you're getting run down. But, you know, it's right beneath the Ace of Swords. So there is going to be some enlightenment, some new ideas about how you can actually deal with this situation that you might be in. There is going to be some clarity that's going to help you to work through any of this difficult, heavy, burdensome kind of feeling that is in the Ten of Wands. Now, the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords has been showing up for a lot of signs as well. And this can talk about some painful experiences that are filled with sadness in our life. And it can be talking about some situations from the past that need to be healed. And I feel like with the energy of the Hangman, you are going to be able to look at this past pain and hurt that you have been carrying from a different perspective. And you are really going to be able to release a lot of this kind of stuff. And, you know, this is that kind of pain that you've been carrying for a while that's really haunting you. And it's from the past. I mean, this could even be from a past life. That's kind of how entrenched this is in your psyche. But the only things that really can allow you to recover from sorrow are time and forgiveness. And, you know, this, when I say forgiveness, I'm talking about forgiveness of yourself as well as others. You know, so anything that you've been beating yourself up over, it's really important to use that forgiveness energy to help you find and gain your happiness again. But I do feel you are going to be doing that in October. I don't know, I feel like I've been saying that for a lot of the time, for a lot, Aries. There is still this thing that you are clinging to that needs to be released. But, you know, October with that Hangman, and right beside that is the Magician, I'm seeing that you are going to really be able to make some strides in that area. The Magician has also showed up for a few signs as well. Now, I love this Magician in this Tarot of the Witches deck. I just really like him. But the Magician talks about magic coming into your life, and about you being the magician as well. You having everything you need. And even if you feel like you don't, Aries, even if you feel like something is missing from your life, most of the time that's an illusion and nothing is missing and you have all the tools in front of you. Or if in fact, you know, you might find that there is a little thing missing in your life, it's magically going to appear. And you are going to be, you have to want to accomplish. You know, it's almost like, you know, when you see the magician appear, it doesn't guarantee that you are going to actually recognize that you I'm not putting it correctly. It's almost like you have got to want to accomplish something that has been a burning desire in you. You have all the tools you need. It's just really using them in a way that is going to get your wish, so to speak. You know, you have to make the spell. You have to use the tools to make the spell to get what you want. But ultimately, the magician is saying magical things will happen, but you just need to take that first step. Basically, that's what I was trying to say. You know, things just won't magically appear. I mean, they will magically appear with the magician, but if there's something that you want to achieve, it requires the spell. It requires you to make the spell. And so take that first step, Aries, because you are going to be able to manifest what you want. It's beautiful energy in the magician. I absolutely love this because it's just saying you can create your reality. You can do whatever it is you want. You've got everything you need. Now, your final card there from the Gateway Oracle deck is Standing Firm. And this card, the affirmation for this card is, I am noble, brave, and strong. And the meaning of this card is, stand up for yourself and don't back down. Stand up for those who can't protect themselves. Believe in yourself and hold firm to what you know to be true. You are a force for good. The universe wants you to know there are times to step down and times to negotiate, but this situation doesn't pertain to those. You need to hold high the banner of truth, grace, and compassion. Honor your values without denying the values of others. Remember what is truly important in life and let go of everything else. Wow, what a powerful card. So stand firm in your beliefs, Aries. Make that spell that the magician is telling you to make, and you are going to achieve great things in October. I see this as quite a positive month for you. So I hope that resonated. Take me up on my offer of that free mini reading if you are a new watcher, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.